what I wanted to ask about, besides the contest, what are other invisible non-social media things that you do that have helped you move the needle over the years? You mentioned memberships to the various
Mhm.
organizations, right?
That's been huge. Because like I said, it gets your name out there. It gives you some show opportunities. You'll have a painting hanging in a gallery that you maybe can't travel to or never been to, so that's great. Another thing that's been big for me, and I've been embracing this more and more, is getting kind of involved in community, like your local community, in
Oh,
terms
okay.
of the art scene.
Hmm.
There's a great foundation and museum here in Lancaster called the DeMuth Foundation. Um, and I've done some of their shows, and it's not necessarily, super social media heavy focus. It's
Hmm.
really is connecting with people right downtown and,
Yeah.
patrons of the arts and this great community that I was able to, become involved in. And so I would say, in addition to the memberships, try to get involved with, your local art community, because your neighbor might be a
Yeah.
patron of the arts and may want to collect something, and
Yeah.
and, and it's just in general good to support, the local arts. So
Yeah.
that's been huge, and that's been something I've been trying to pursue more actively, especially in the recent years.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of in general, I'm going to say I think a lot of younger artists can sometimes overlook this because, it's so much easier just to get online, for somebody. It depends what, your preferences and, but I just noticed kind of a trend. And I'm
mhm.
glad you mentioned that because from my observations, just like what I'm involved with are like our local historical chapter and stuff like that. I do
Nice.
random things like that, but they are so supportive when they put on these community art events. The community overall is supportive of its artists. And I think
Yeah.
it's a great place to build and make connections. You might meet one person, but their friend in a different state might hear about you and,
Right.
hey, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm here. Oh, that's a cool painting. How do I buy, you never know what those little connections will lead to.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like those little ripples.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
so that's really good advice. So if you guys are taking notes,